going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy, Deep Rhythm, and we are back with another video. We got a special video that we want to talk about in this video. In this video, we want to talk about the process of being able to hit neurons in a specific way, right? And also, being able to, the formula for being able to hit neurons and repositioning and basically just changing the angles of just neurons, that sort of thing, and just being able to hit points in a different way, which align you to others to be able to carry out to line to the other things, in terms of light, even the other things, right? So, in this video, what we want to talk about is hip flexibility and hip mobility, instability. Just being able to sort of just utilize your hips in sort of like different, different ways, sort of, extending or mastering the movement of, hip flexion, at different angles in terms of, lateral movement, a north-south sort of movement, being able to drop your hips and move them straight back, and as well as being able to, just more comfortability in terms of your hip movement. That way you can sort of get in and out of, or just be more comfortable overall in specific sort of, movement in movement period. When playing defense, or even just like, being able to have more grounds instead of like, playing on the basketball court, or just in any sport, just having better, more comfortable mobility and stability within your hips, and being able to explode laterally, being able to drop your hips straight back, and being able to sort of, converge these sort of acts right into live technical functions, right? So in actions. And that's the what we wanted to go ahead and discuss and talk about, and being able to sort of go perform tasks, get in and out of like do specific movements. And so when it comes to being able to do this sort of thing, it's just the repositioning of your hips. In terms of like the positioning and, what they're at, that align or angle you in order to perform a specific task a different sort of way, or like in a just at it, or from a different angle, or from a different, position or different angle, right? And that sort of thing, what I'm saying? So, that's the important thing. And, sometimes, depending on how your hips are sort of, positioned, and your hip mobility and being able to, get in and out of that, it will sort of dictate stability, and your balance, will dictate the stability of, how you sort of ground yourself in doing something, but at the same time, groundedness in a sense to where, you're grounded, but, you're better positioned, and it's easier, and you're also more mobile and flexible and more easily positioned in order to execute actions in a more specific sort of way. Which will allow you to be able to focus on external cues and sort of external focuses and forces, that then will allow you to just better be able to just do any activities or maneuver any type of way on the basketball court as you intend to, right? Shooting, whether it's shooting, passing, playing defense, or just like any sort of external focus, much easier with better, with more concise and profound hip extension and hip balance, mobility, stability, and hip flexion, right? And mastering these sorts of things, right? So that was the one thing we did want to talk about in this video. And the other thing we did want to talk about in this video is also, your cool downs, right? Cool downs is another thing we did want to talk about as well. Because I believe that's very important, especially doing certain acts, especially when you go all the way down to doing like hip motions and stuff like that. These sort of corrective exercises are important, to sort of do in order to sort of reposition your body, right? You know what I'm saying? To complete the process of, and confirm the process of that repositioning in sort of like your body and stuff, right? Cool downs make a huge difference. Like, it make all the difference in the world from committing an action, and then just being able to sort of turn the lock in on that repositioning, from just your exercises, period. I think that's very important, and makes a huge difference, huge difference. So yes, the cool downs are very important. We're going to go into that more so that in another video, but in this video we just wanted to keep it at your ability to sort of re-angle yourself and reposition yourself in a way that sort of allows you to execute actions in a more specific sort of way. So hip mobility and hip mobility and hip stability and flexion is very important, and being able to get in and out of certain explosive positions by being able to re-angle your hips in a specific sort of way that allows you to be able to explode laterally, to drop your hips straight back, or be able to just drop your hips down in a circular motion upward. I think is very important. And just the repositioning of those that allow you to be able to extend and explode into different positions, right? Is very important, right? Because now that allows you to be able to execute specific actions in a specific way, more precisely, more confoundly, and more comfortably, and now you can sort of, move in and out of spaces and be able to sort of execute actions in a more sort of specific sort of way, comfortably, and just in better positioning, right? So that is what we're going to talk about, and that is just the key important thing, just to be more comfortable, more fluent, and just more indulged, I guess, or just inserted, or just like more in tune with the process of the movements and the movement and the sort of actions that you're or just the functions that you're sort of involved in, and the systems you're committed to. So that's the important thing we wanted to talk about in this video right here, is just, like you said, being able to re-angle your hips in a specific way that allow you to be able to get in and out of spaces, which then allow you to be able to be more connected and more in tune with the external focuses and the external cues and forces and goals that you're to align with, or that you're aligning with, right? So in that general context, or in that context, that's what we want to be able to do. Just align with those forces, and that makes it that much easier to be able to do that, and it makes it more comfortable in terms of getting the job done right every single time, whether it's making that pass, being able to make the bounce pass that you need to make, and sort of hit angles that you're trying to hit on the basketball court, in terms of just like coming off the screen, and just being able to hit passes that you initially wouldn't be able to thread, or just hit that sort of thing. Like, how sometimes, like, I will admit, as a point guard myself, I'm not afraid to admit it, so there's some passes I want to make that I really just can't make because of timing, some sort of like positioning that I'm, and I just can't really make that, sometimes make that pass, right? So that's just something that was something else about this, and so yeah, that's pretty much what we wanted to talk about, right? And it gives you better connection to the rest of your body, from upper body extend into, of course, getting in and out of your core, your core positioning, and utilizing your hips to be able to maneuver yourself one way and your upper body. You know what I'm saying? It's all an interconnected thing, I guess. And it's just being able to sort of get in and out of these positions will help you to better execute those external cues that you want to be able to do, whether it's passing, whether it's shooting, whether it's playing defense, right? Guarding somebody, stealing a ball, pass deflections, things like that. That's what's very important. You become more in tune and aligned, with those external cues and focuses. So without further ado, we're going to conclude this video right here. Peace, love, and yeah, we're out this joint.